What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Let's Play here on the Xbox One. So guys, as you can tell, we got a lot of wither skulls. And I finally figured out the reason why. If you guys remember in last episode, I said go stock up on them real quick. And the answer is because they actually increase spawns in the nether. I know that sounds kind of weird, but the mob cap used to be like 15 to 20. Well, now it's 30 to 40. So that's a pretty substantial increase. So that makes sense why I'm getting wither skulls so easily. And guys, as we fly through this torrential blizzard right here, you can see I planted a bunch of trees. And the reason we planted a bunch of trees is because they're Christmas trees. And we have a little Christmas tree farm nursery. But this is actually where our tree farm is going to go, our nursery and tree farm. So I started laying it out, and these of course took the longest because I had to build all of these trees. And I figure you guys didn't want to see me build like 50 some trees. So we got all that in, and of course we got a little driveway in, and it kind of is going to come back and it's going to encompass this area here. We're of course going to have like a greenhouse, a place to like check out and everything, you know, like a little like stand. And then we're going to have a giant, almost barn, I want to say, kind of barn-like building. And that of course is where the sawmill is going to be. And then underneath of that we'll hide our actual tree farm, like a Minecraft tree farm. And then we'll put in a bunch of trees in an actual like real life tree farm. This is going to get really confusing as the video goes on. Well guys, I finished the first design of our first greenhouse. We're going to have two, I decided. And here's what I decided on. So I wanted to go with like a wood design because most greenhouses are either made out of like metal poles or wood. So I went with stripped oak down the sides, and then you walk in through the door and we're going to have flower pots in each of them. One's going to be like vegetables and the other one's going to be like plants. We of course have our hanging lanterns, and I don't know if you guys have ever been to a nursery or a greenhouse, but they always have like these super tight aisles. So we kind of stuck with that here for a more realistic kind of greenhouse. And we're going to put the other one over here. We're going to leave a little gap in between. And then what I figured we could do on this side of the greenhouse is do like our pretty trees that we're selling. So we could do like, you know, they sometimes have like those big trees sitting out front and they're already dug out and they have the burlap sack wrapped around them. And we can do like some azalea trees and stuff. And we can do something like a burlap sack, or we could just do like the ball floating kind of thing. That's what you call it. The ball is the bottom of the plant. I worked at a nursery for a while, so that's kind of why I know some of this stuff. But yeah, we went with the wood design. I really do like that design. It's simple, but it's not too simple, and you know it's a greenhouse because of all the glass. So yeah, we got the first one in, but now we have to go get a bunch of clay to make pots. And the good thing is we made this factory over here, and these guys sell bricks, which you can convert into pots. So this factory is already paying off that we put in. And I also need a spare shulker box because I have so much stuff on me. Let's use this one. This will be our project box. So we'll just go ahead and start tossing a bunch of this stuff in. That design does use a lot of glass, so if you are going to make it, be careful. It's not like it's going to be too much. I think it was like 3 or 4 stacks of glass. So, all right, so we have all that. So I'm going to grab 4 blocks. We'll make those emeralds. So all of my work to bring those villagers up here, to breed those villagers, is gone. Evidently, a zombie spawned in here somewhere. And actually the last 2 were just killed by my iron golem. Yeah. We got to get more villagers up here, and I got to figure out where things are spawning, because this is pretty well, I bet you they spawned up on top of the windows. Yep. That's 100% where they spawned. Alright, well, looks like we're heading to the swamp, and we're mining clay again. Alright guys, so we got the inside now done of the first greenhouse. So of course, this one is full of flowers, we have bamboo, and we have some saplings back here. So, and then I hung up the glowberries and the vine, the weeping vine I believe it's called. And of course more glowberries. The one thing I don't like about this version of Minecraft as opposed to the Java version is that on Java, if you place a trapdoor, you can like hang stuff off of it. Well, in this version you can't. We have to use slabs. That's also why I had to use slabs up here. But all in all guys, I really like how this turned out. This feels like an actual greenhouse. It's lit up. We got some hanging lights, and then we got some lights in the corner, of course, lanterns. I think those look a little better than torches, so I figure we got this side a little bit started, but I figure I'd bring you guys along. We'll go ahead and do a time lapse here of the build on this side. And I mean, it's not a hard build, but I figure, you know, you guys might like to see it and put it in your own world. So here we go. And just like that, guys, a pretty quick and simple build, if I do say so myself. So, of course, now we got to go ahead and put in all the shelving, which is, I think I just went in a pattern like this. Oh, I didn't do that, though. But just go ahead, put some logs down. I actually might not have enough. And then I believe this row started here. So it was like this, 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 and then that. Yeah. And then we just come over here and we go like this, 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 and we are one log short. Oh well, it's all right. We'll make it work. So we just stripped all these logs. And then of course we got to run our shelving all the way around here, which our shelving was just simply oak planks. So the easiest way, just look at the glass and then we just bring it on over here. And then we actually got to go make a couple more. So we'll come on out here to our crafting stand. Might actually not have enough planks either, but that's all right. This isn't a race. We just got to make it look nice. So I was originally going to use the trapdoors, like I said, but you also can't set stuff on top of trapdoors. In Java, you can. So, it's kind of going to give that like open grading look that's on, and we're out again. That like open look that is on, if you ever go to a greenhouse. But, all right, so I'm going to go grab a little bit more oak logs. I've just been down here. It's kind of the one advantage of building up above everything is you can just go grab wood as you need it. That tree farm is going to come in super handy. And it's actually a pretty simple build, surprisingly. I forget who I saw the tutorial from, but we're just going to go ahead and use that farm. Like I said, it's not like a super advanced tree farm, but it does a job for oak logs. And really, we don't need a ton of wood in this. I mean, we will eventually, but just to get stuff for like chests and stuff like that. So we'll go ahead and we'll use all of these but one. Okay, perfect. Go ahead and do some of that. All right. So then we'll come back over here, drop that bad boy in there, finish this up. Didn't want to do that. It's my first day on the job, of course. All right, so then we just go ahead, do that. And then we have on these pillars here, we have our slabs. We are going to need one more lantern. I actually ran out of iron, nuggets. So let's go ahead and toss our chains on. Actually, we're going to need 5 more lanterns. Not a big deal. Can always go get them. But that takes care of most of the inside. Like I said, we'll go ahead and grab ourselves some more lanterns. They, of course, go in the corners. And now we just start setting up flower pots. And I don't know exactly how many flower pots this takes. I mean, I probably could have done the math, but I just made a whole bunch of flower pots. And, of course, we just do flower pots. We might actually have some left over, which isn't a bad thing. We'll need them for other builds. Actually, we will have some left over. Very nice. All right, I'm going to go ahead and grab our lanterns, and I'm going to grab our vegetables to go inside of the greenhouse. Well, guys, I had a little bit of an oversight, and that's actually you can't put vegetables in pots. I didn't know that. I thought you could put like carrots and potatoes and radishes in there, but you can't. Or I guess beetroot, but whatever. But so this is just going to be tree saplings, bamboo, and then I put cactus in here too because I remember you could put cactus. I don't want to use dead bushes because obviously this is a nursery. You don't want to go buy a dead plant. But I ended up getting, of course, I'm using coarse dirt, and we are going to go ahead and put the side in here. And these are like flowers and flower pots. These are like the 2 high ones because also they do not go in flower pots. So I figure let's go ahead and give them their own like thing. So we'll go ahead. We have 3 rose bushes on the other side, 3 peonies, I believe, on the other side. No, we have 3 of the lilacs. That's it, on the other side. And then we'll go ahead. We'll do 3 sunflowers on this side, and we'll do 3 peonies. See, I got it right now. And then this is pretty easy. This is just like kind of looking like, they wrapped it in burlap, which is what they do whenever you actually go buy a large plant. It's like wrapped in burlap. So I figure this here can just kind of wrap around here. And we'll go ahead and we got what, 2 more of these to do? So I'm using the oak trap doors just because I'm kind of getting tired of spruce. And for me, this like more or less represents the color of burlap. I mean, it might not be 100% accurate, but hey, it is what it is. This is Minecraft. Not everything has to be perfect. All right. So now we have our flowers in. Now the only thing left to do in terms of actual gardening stuff is I want to get a couple azalea trees in here. And that's just to like, so people can buy azalea trees. And we'll just go ahead, lay down some dirt. I'll just, I'm actually going to need some dirt because that's coarse dirt. I'll just lay down some dirt here. If not, I can always just go grab some down here. That's what we've been doing the whole time. I've just kind of been taken from the landscape. But we'll probably put like 2 or 3 azalea trees in here. And those will be like the for sale trees and kind of look pretty out in front. And yeah, I do also want to try and put some azalea bushes in here since we have like a decent amount of this. And, we're basically going to have infinite azaleas once I use more of the moss block. All right, so I've never actually seen an azalea tree in Minecraft yet. I mean, I've seen them in other people's videos, but I've never seen one for myself. So let's try one here. I don't know. I know these things kind of grow weird. So, all right, so that's one. And then let's put another one like right here. All right, so that's two. So we got flowering leaves. These look kind of cool. All right, and then let's go ahead. I don't know if this one grows. This is like the regular azalea. So let's put this one over here. Oh, that one does grow. Okay, well that's cool. I didn't know that, but yeah. So those will be like our azalea trees that like people can buy. You know, that one actually grew into the inside of the building. Okay, well that was unusual, but all right. So, all right, those are pretty cool looking trees. I like those. They kind of grow a little funky, but you know, they grow like acacia trees. That's it. I like them. All right, so we have all of our plants for sale here. We have our azalea trees for sale out front. We have our two high bushes or flowers, whatever you want to call them, either or, I guess, for sale here. So now we have to add a little place where people can like check their stuff out. Like you buy stuff, you know, you got to check stuff out. So I got to extend this parking lot all the way over to at least there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put like a little checkout stand like right here. And then that'll leave enough space in the parking lot to continue the road back over this way. And of course, we'll take it back to like a sawmill. So we'll build like a big building for the sawmill. And then underneath of that, of course, we'll put our Minecraft tree farm. I decided to go with a simplistic design for our checkout stand here, guys. It's not like super complicated, super convoluted. Basically what we have is, I got to put the roof on, of course, but we got like a little garage area here. We'll try and put like a wheelbarrow or two in here, you know, just to give it a little bit more design. And then over here we have our little stand where you bring your flowers or your, you know, trees or whatever you decide to buy, and he'll bring you out. We got to finish the inside of the office, obviously. But I was thinking, guys, something we could do to add a little bit more detail in the front, and a lot of these things these nurseries have, is like big boulders or rocks sitting out front. So I think what we could do is like, I want to put a sign here so you know where you're going into. And then like along here, we could put like big boulders. And that would be like a pretty cool little detail. And we also have to clear out all this snow because there's just way too much snow up here. This is a downfall of building above level 100. I mean, look at all this snow. And there's even like light sources right here. And you can tell that it's not really melting the snow. So, yeah, we're going to have to figure out something to get rid of the snow. I don't know what we're going to do exactly, but let's go ahead and I'm actually going to have to lay more dirt and I'm going to have to build a roof. That's our two more goals for this episode. So let's go ahead and buckle down, and I am going to go grab some more dirt, and we'll start with the boulders, and then we'll finish with the roof. All right, guys, so we went ahead, and we, of course, finished off our rock pile out front. So I just went with, they're boulders, rock pile, you know, whatever you want. I think they're boulders. I think they look pretty cool out front. They always are in front of landscaping places. I don't know why. I obviously did not put the dirt in over here because we're putting the sign in over here. So I figure, you know, once we do that, I can put the dirt in. It's not that big of a deal. Slapped an andesite roof on our building over here. I just need a couple more oak planks to finish up the holes on the side. I'm going to add like a window here. We'll add the wheelbarrows. We'll add the detail, you know, later on because we have a massive project ahead of us next episode. And that is, of course, we need to put in the actual real life tree farm. It's kind of getting hard to say, but I continued the road back here a little bit more. Obviously, we're going to have to continue it back even more to the sawmill, just a hair more. I'm not going to make this like super long, but we're going to need an area where semis can turn around. So yeah, it's going to need to be a decent sized area. And then of course our tree farm will go all through here, and we are going to need a ton, and I mean a ton of dirt to complete that. So guys, one last thing to end this episode, and that is, of course, we have to put this building in this area on the map. So we have this map here, which, yep, coming in hot. So we have this map here, so it's kind of like this. So we have our azalea trees right here, and then this is kind of the cutoff. So we'll just go ahead and hang a little bit back here, probably slide over here. And then we'll go ahead and we'll bring up this map. And that looks like that's down towards the swamp. So we have to go this way a hair. All right, so that map is fully exposed. So we have two maps now. And of course, they have our greenhouses on them, which is really cool. Whoop. This is hard to fly and look at a map. Whoop. All right, so we put that map in there, and we put that map in there. And then this is, of course, our nursery. And then this over here will be, probably the majority of this map will be our tree farm. So this is going to be a huge build for next time. I am going to need a ton of spruce saplings because that's what the tree farm is going to be made of. But yeah, guys, got a decent amount of work done. Got the nursery in, got the Christmas trees in. You know, I'm actually really proud of what we accomplished today. So if you guys enjoyed today's episode, please remember to leave a comment, hit that like button, and as always, subscribe. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.